What's up, guys? It's your boy Jamaica here, coming at you with another deck tech. This is my Tempered Steel build. So, I guess all the format is kind of just about trying to solve the channel problems. Like, how do we beat channel? And one of the ways is just to play really fast. Just fight, put pressure plus disruption. I think that's the key. And I think the greatest thing that White Aggro has going for it is the fact that you get to play Orm's Chant. This card's probably good enough for main deck purposes. There, you just target their player on their upkeep. They can't cast spells. It has other random reasonable utilities too. Like it's another aggro deck. You can kind of just not fog their attack, but just make it so they can't attack for a turn. Or maybe you're playing against a control opponent and they get to they're on their fifth turn. And you know they got a wrath, so you can kind of just cast it. It's kind of like a white counter spell of sorts. Pretty good, but yeah. Let's just run through my list real quick. Oh, I just want to mention one thing. It's I did play this once, and then I think in tournament I went 4-0. A build I just built in 5 minutes. I was like, I just want to play Betrayed Tempered Steel. And I was really good, and I actually lost to channel in the quarterfinals, or at least at the top 4, top 8, wherever it was. But yeah. Then after that, it won not my build, but maybe other builds, somewhere in my build or parts of my build. It won the next 5 tournaments. So maybe this deck is for real. If channel wasn't around, maybe this deck would have been super dominant, but it kind of is, and it kind of is, kind of isn't. But it's a really fun deck. So let's just run through the list. 20 lands, low on the curve. I have 3 drops really on the top end, so not really playing any 4 drops. No Fleetwood Cruisers or things like that. Well, some 4s in the sideboard, but not much. Court Homunculus, Toolcraft Exemplar, Gingerbrute. Gingerbrute's a new addition from Throne of Eldraine. Just a 1/1 haste, not that too bad, but the little unblockable clause is really strong in kind of the mid-range matchups where a lot of people don't play haste creatures. I think the only real haste creatures exist in mono red, Village Messenger, Ash Zealot, things like that. So I think it's actually deceptively strong. Also an artifact, so it's great. Toolcraft Exemplar, the only non-artifact creature in the deck, but it's still pretty good. It's basically like a Wild and Coddle. Pairs well with the other 1-drops here. Court Homunculus wants other artifacts here, but Toolcraft is pretty great. Last card here is Bone Splitter. I see a lot of people play Ghostfire Blade, and that's wrong. It's really just wrong. I think it only kind of triggers with just Gingerbrute and Servant Exhibition, maybe Chief Foundry if you're playing it. Bone Splitter is just better because you can do a lot of things with Bone Splitter. It makes your turn 2s really strong. You can go Court Homunculus, Bone Splitter, equip on turn 2, and you're attacking for 4. Toolcraft this, you're attacking for 5, things like that. Bone Splitter, Gingerbrute, you're attacking for 4 on turn 2. It's pretty strong. It's a pretty strong card. I'd like to fit 4 in the deck somehow, but I think 2 is a good number. You don't really have a lot of other ways to kind of find them, so I think 2 is the right number, just because I want to play a little more removal in my deck. 2 drops, got Servant Exhibition here, just makes 2 artifact dudes. When you have a Tempered Steel out, you make 2 3/3s for 2 mana. Very strong. Porcelain Legionnaire is I think a really strong addition here. Basically a 2 mana 3/1 first strike. Pretty good against the other aggro matchups. Just strong on the offensive for sure. Also good at blocking too. Tempered Steel, the namesake card of the deck. It's just, I think turns when you have a curve 1-drop, 2-drop, Tempered Steel, those are really hard to lose unless you're playing against a channel deck. You have nothing to go against. But other than that, it beats every other deck. It beats a lot of decks here, And Chief of the Foundry, another artifact lord that also is an artifact, so double bonus at some point. Dispatch, great payoff for playing all these artifacts. Basically, have to exile without the drawback. It's a very strong card, very very strong. Even good in niche situations, let's say your opponent plays a turn 2 Fellows and you have this dispatch. You can't really kill it obviously, but you can tap it down, buy yourself a turn. Maybe find another dispatch from there. Had a lot of different useful applications. Unexpectedly Absent, just kind of an O-ring style effect. Puts any non-target permanent on top of their library, X cards. So you can just do this for 2 to put it right on top of their library. It's pretty strong. And Orm's Chant, we mentioned this before, kind of the reason to be playing a white base aggro deck. Good enough for in the main deck, because easily sideboardable out. You can always just randomly cast this on your opponent just to kind of make them not play anything, and time locks them in a sense. Sideboard, definitely Silence. I only play 2 of these in the sideboard. Another new card from Throne of Eldraine. Pretty strong against Hypergenesis, other spell-based combo. Even the mono blue deck, that's really good. Pretty good against channel as well, but although they could just go channel into big dudes, so it's not the greatest card, so it's only 2. The Speller's Capsule I'm playing over things Sundering Grove, Nature's Chant, things like that, just because there's a niche situation where if you're whether on your play or draw, you can play this turn 1 capsule. Let's say your opponent goes like turn 2 channel into like God Pharaoh statue. You can actually get under that by just playing your lands and just killing the statue. So it's the only reason I'm playing it. Also, it's an artifact, so it kind of randomly helps with like dispatch, things like that. Or like Hortimunculus, Toolcraft. So it's a little expensive, but that's really the two reasons I'm playing. One's an artifact, two gets around the God Pharaoh statue niche plan. Celestial Purge for mono black, mono red. Mono black is actually like a really strong deck. It's just kind of like underplayed. That would be the next deck actually. Line Obedience I did have in my original build main deck. I'm putting it on the sideboard. Really good against mid-range decks, other aggro decks. It's really strong. Basically, it's a strong card when like Wurmshit's like not super great. You just kind of board these in. And it gives you a little bit of reach with the Extort too. It's not too bad. More Absence, more for like mid-range decks. More just need more removal. I'm trying another new card, Arcanist Owl, and an extra planes here. It's basically when Wurmshit is bad. Or even like Dispatch is bad, honestly. And you want to play like this more like grindy game. This kind of like finds you anything. It also finds enchantments. So it does find Tempered Steel as well. Final Obedience, see if you decide to bring those in, but I want to try it out. It's also an artifact, also flies, so it kind of gives your deck a little bit more reach towards the end. So we're gonna play in a tournament today, so hopefully we get at least 4 rounds. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I think I will be streaming this too, so it'll be like chat on the side. So yeah, let's play some artifact dudes. One with the Tempered Steel for season 14. Pretty like loose hand. Because you really need like a third land here. I'm gonna draw, I'm gonna keep. I can draw like a 1-drop and then like a third land. Alright, not a forest, good start. Can't smell like soy sauce. That's not because I'm Asian. Just ate like dumplings. I hadn't washed my hands before this. Like I ate very quickly before this, so I'm still kind of eating. Well, not right now. I'll be eating in between hands. Maybe washing my hand. It just smells really bad. I think I got some on my keyboard too. Good sign. They're on my upkeep. They have a stop on my upkeep. Alright. Oh, drew the land. Okay. Well, no. Okay, maybe they're playing the blue Gush deck. That'll be interesting that they played against this deck. Not that I played much Magic lately, but been working in WoW work. So, all right, let's run out the Legionnaire. So many things that happen to this. It's like I think it just gets bounced. Maybe. I'm actually surprised it resolved. Vandal. The target for my dispatch. I'm so surprised they didn't censor this. I'm actually so surprised they did not censor that. Okay. So surprised they didn't censor this. I'm gonna play the cheap first because it goes well with the Tempered Steel like line. Assuming this resolves. Censor? Psychic Barrier, okay. If you're gonna block, why did you not attack? That was a weird thing. I'm not sure if you do this all main phase, but I mean they're gonna get in for 3 here. All the steals. We'll just pour it on. Let's just pour it on. Problem? I just like dispatch tap this. I just eat the sensor. Cycles the sensor. Vaccine. Probably should have just dispatched right there. Yeah, they paid 2 life for this one. You only get the counter for the second time you draw a card, not like the consecutive times you draw cards. Can't tap this. They might need a negator sensor. I mean, they know my hand, so they could figure us out accordingly. Like, all I know is that, like, it's not gonna get any bigger than this. Gosh, okay. Okay. We do a lot of things. I could just, like, absent this, which would be kind of sick. Actually, I think I'll just do that, because I think I'll just, like, absent it. Play this guy. The fact I got to play another guy was a really good draw. Land. This gets hit by negate, it's not a big deal. Soul will be swinging for 6. They have to have a bunch of bounce spells. It's just a bunch of Anthem effects. This turn they'll be drawing the Vandal back. Unless they have another Vandal in their hand. They have at least one more island, and... Okay, so here's the Vandal draw. Shouldn't be enough, really. I just have like 2 guys in the field. Sideboard, I imagine it gets better for them. For me, I don't really like Dispatch at all, actually. Weirdly enough. I'll try this plan. Deafening Silence seems really great. Although they're playing a lot of cycling cards, so I don't know how good that's going to be. We'll see. I don't mind the removal. I'm not sure how many permanents they even really play. Orm's Chance, a little, kind of a maybe as well. You can just take out all the Orm's Chance. Like bring in just like max removal. Maybe Blind Obedience? I don't know. I think Blind Obedience is not good enough. I like Absence. You don't really need like a bunch of things in the battlefield. Better than Dispatch though? No. I'll just run this. I'll see what happens. I'm just not really familiar with their deck, so I'm not sure what they're going to bring in. That's my fault, though. It's a mulligan. That's a better hand. Nope. Oh, I have a Servants, but yeah, this is fine. I guess I could play, like, Swift Warkite. I'm not, sorry, his name's... It's like Deafening Silence turn 1. It's funny because all my hand is non-creature spells. My entire hand right now. You could annul this. Annul would be kind of sick. Okay. Murmuring Mystic. Gee. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have kept dispatches. Kind of risky to run this into a sensor. Okay. I just run out the steel. A little aggressive. My hand, I can't believe how my hand is all just non-creature spells. That guy's annoying. As it is now, while he's tapped out. Tapped out. It doesn't stop cycling, which is kind of a big thing with Vandal. But if they want to like do stuff, they have to do it on their turn. Like it, the cruise is pretty good. A lot of things I could do here. We just run out of Bone Splitter. I actually think the Legionnaires are really good here. A Null would be pretty strong. I keep saying a Null because a Null would be really strong. I'll play a Bone Splitter after this. I'm not sure if they play any sort of like mass board wipe, but like anything they had here would be detrimental to their part too. Unless it's something like I don't know. I don't know really. Maybe if like Aether Spouts? Aether Spouts would be pretty sick. Or like Aetherize. Like this is like Aether Spouts or Aetherize or something. Boomerang. Bounce this. It's not counter. They can't counter it, so fine, I guess. They can just replay it. And what else are they gonna do? The only good thing to do is cycle a card. Or like play a mental note. There's actually a lot of things I could do here. 5 mana. Is this just a cruise? Okay. These guys are kind of annoying. They're getting annoying. Shepherd Seal would be a sick draw. Ginger Brood's really good too. Real clock. Play another one for funsies, just for funsies. I can't really afford to like pay 2 life to get this Legionnaire on the field, so yeah, they're just going for the all up in the air plan here. 8. Tempered Steel off the top would be very strong. Excuse me. Yeah, they got me. So like they just block, block, attack, attack in the air. I'm dead. Yeah, it's the tempo plan. All right, right. What if I just played Blind Obedience? Maybe I think Blind Obedience is way better than the Absences. That's very strong in some Mermaid Mystic plan. Sure. Gives me a little reach as well. This match might be better than Absence. Not really sure. I definitely like Blind Obedience here, though. Excuse me. Alright. It's not good. We'll try it. Not good. I don't want a mulligan. I think this deck mulligans really terribly. Like, you want that perfect mix of, like, lands and creatures, but I think I just maybe I just want to try Blind Obedience out. Kind of leads to the better starts. Like, you can just kind of go, like, Bone Splitter attack, attacking for 5. But Blind Obedience seems kind of nice. Okay. Get annulled. Even the Foundry is kind of just like an Anthem effect for this tool card Exemplar too. It's going to enable the artifact thing. Oh god. Well, this needs like. Yeah, it just gets like. Okay. Need artifact lands. Where are my artifact lands? Oh god. I added a land too. Mind you, I also added a land. I can attack with like no fear of like a flash creature because of the Blind Obedience. Yeah, see, it comes with way tap, so it doesn't matter. Oh, they had Mental Note. Interesting. I like Mystic Sanctuary. It's a nice little addition. Slam that down. And they get that bounce Mystic Sanctuary? Oh god. Oh god. God. Alright. Go Owl. I'm not gonna pay. I can find a 1-drop. Warmonks is pretty good here. Alright, drew a card. Back in it already. See, look. I feel like I'm very back in it. See, for 5 mana, I made 5 power. That's not bad. Bad. Although the Vandals block the Arcanist Owl pretty well. Double Obedience. The double Extort will make a difference, though. Like, this probably should get countered if he has... Okay. It does give me a bit of reach. Like, any draw I make is, like, very good. It's kind of like drain him for 2. Usually I identify as, like, a Demure person, but secretly I'm an Orzhov. I think, like, secretly I'm probably, like, Orzhov. What do they bounce? They bounced the Owl. Interesting. They're really just trying to tempo me out, I guess. That's weird. I guess that means they have a counterspell for the Owl, but weird, weird sort of like thing to do there. I think they're thinking about. I guess they could like Mystic Sanctuary back like the Psychic Barrier, and that's pretty strong because I know they have it in their hand. They gushed it back, so I guess they do have like a counterspell on lock here. They also can just keep boomeranging it back. Yeah, so Psychic Barrier. Okay. We go put on top. Oh, it's on top of their library. Oh, so they have. Okay, then they'll just censor it. Okay. All right, nice little line like that. I guess Orm Chant would have been good to like counter spells like that. Excuse me. So maybe like Orm Chant would have been good in this matchup. I took them out. Wow. I also drew like 8 lands. So I just run this out to just get counterspelled for the extort. It's weird how it like kind of counteracts one of the extort triggers because like they make a creature that will attack me. Also, I lost a life because Psychic Barrier makes me lose a life, which is like I have another artifact, so the monks stay. I don't know why I'm even attacking. It's a show when I have it. Alright, this isn't looking good. This is not good. I'm like, ooh, another Sanctuary? They just get Psychic Barrier again? Or Gush, okay. Which one? Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, this game's over, but I wanted to draw another land just to like really hammer the point home that I shouldn't keep 5 landers. It's probably my bad that I kept that 5 lander.